for more on the Canton Fair, we turn to Andy Mock in Beijing. He's a senior research fellow at the Center for China and Globalization. Great to see you, Andy.
Likewise, Elaine.
Andy, is the Canton Fair a good indicator of current trade with China and other countries, or a predictor of what's to come? What trends could we see come out of this?
Elaine, I think the Canton Fair absolutely is a very important indicator for China's role in global trade. And I would go even further to say the Canton Fair, the Beijing Auto Show, some of the other events going on this week, including the Zhonghuancun Forum, really show this idea that China is where dreams come true. Whether this is for a festive Christmas season or other holidays around the world, as we just heard, or increasingly for scientists, companies at the cutting edge of technology, because China is the place where they can turn those lab inventions into products that the market is ready to embrace. And I think this is something that still in some parts of the world is overlooked. People think of China as a place for low-cost manufacturing, but increasingly it's also the place for high-tech, advanced, cutting-edge products that are well-designed as well.
You mentioned all the other events. I want to ask you quickly about the Canton Fair. We saw those holiday decorations, but what are some of the other types of products that you're talking about getting a lot of attention this year there?
Well, I think in a couple of areas, Elaine. So first of all, it's not just about exports to other parts of the world, but also with China's dual circulation policy. Many companies are looking at the Chinese market, finding Chinese partners to work with to develop products domestically for China as well as the rest of the world. I think related to that is advanced manufacturing. And again, this is something that I don't think gets quite enough attention, but China's enormous investment, not just in industrial capacity, but increasingly advanced industrial capacity that includes robotics, sustainable manufacturing, and this is increasingly important in a world where China, other countries, the United Nations recognize the importance of sustainability. And I think China really offers this full spectrum solution of taking, again, inventions from the lab to markets throughout the world.
Yeah, we've been hearing so much lately about EVs in China going out into the world. What would you say is on the list for foreign buyers? So many events, Canton and everything else you mentioned. What would be considered a successful week there in China for all of these companies?
Well, I think products or companies that can offer products that pull all of this together will do very well. So first of all, a green component, but that's not enough, because if it's green but expensive, not pleasing to use, it's going to struggle in the marketplace. And here we see not just in EVs, but of course this week there's a lot of attention on electric vehicles, that these Chinese EVs are not only incredibly economical, with some under 10,000 US, offering luxury features, well-designed, to the fact that even established automakers like Volkswagen and Mercedes are looking to Chinese companies for design cues and ideas on new product features for their cars around the world. So I think we're in an exciting time for China. And again, it's a place where I think people and companies around the world see China as the place where their dreams can become reality.
Always great to get your take. Andy Mock, thank you so much for joining us from Beijing. Appreciate it.